Okay, another day.
Another day.
Another day.
Another day. I don't know what to tell you. Another day.
It's been a while since we recorded.
It's been 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yes, and
I think you still have another video you have to upload.
I do. I do have one more. As you can see, we're in a different room.
Yes.
The library
Green screen.
here in Newton updated, and they have a room for people like us that can't afford our own equipment, but want to use cool equipment. So here we are. We have a whole microphone and a light and
And a green screen that
coffee.
I really wanted to switch to like ocean.
Coffee, courtesy of the library as well.
Pretty good coffee. I always have to have coffee.
It's decent. So
For
Anyways.
$3.99, it is delicious.
we hope y'all have been having a wonderful week.
Yes.
It has gotten pretty hot here. So, we're almost melting, but not quite. And as the words of our famous older Christians in the church go, hell is hotter. So, you don't like it now,
We ain't gonna like it then.
Yeah, so
Yes. But we're almost done. We're almost done with summer.
conventions is coming.
Conventions is coming.
I'm really excited.
Super excited. I am super excited. I am ready to see a lot of people.
Yeah, see everyone, talk with everyone.
Yes.
21 days straight of the word and fellowship.
Yes.
And good food.
No boring days. I mean, right now we really don't have any boring days anyways.
But definitely no boring days.
Yes.
So that's cool. That's awesome. So what's new?
Oof. What's new with you, Chris?
What's new with me?
What's new with you?
Do you want the truth or do you want to lie? Yes.
Well, I prefer the truth because I don't want you to go to hell.
Okay, well, the truth. Gonna talk about this, okay? This.
But if you don't say the truth, it's not considered lying.
This is our platform, okay? So it's our life, CY, okay? Chris and Yolo, not anybody else. So, big things I've learned and I'm learning is, how would I put it? I don't really know how to put it in a word.
Just say a word.
Expectations,
Okay.
I guess.
Yes. I was thinking about expectations too.
That's kind of one, and we had a talk with Pastor yesterday, and it kind of went over what I've been thinking about this week, but it was expectations, and you can't. I mean, as much as you want to, you can't expect the same thing out of everybody. You just can't, and it's taken me some time to learn because I was born and raised in church. Yes. Sorry, I'm not used to this camera, but in the past couple years since I've really got into it, I've come to learn that there's an expectation out of me. And not necessarily from people, but from God, and from what the Word tells me. There's an expectation. There's a job I need to do, a certain way I need to do it. There's a way I need to love. There's a way I need to have fruit. There's an expectation of me according to the Word of God. And sometimes when you hit certain situations, I guess, we can't hold everybody to that same expectation. Because I've grown or because I've learned a little more to love or to work or to care or to help or to turn the other cheek or whatever it may be that Christ has demanded us to do. I can't expect other people to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And sometimes I find myself wanting to expect it or expecting to be able to expect that, and it backfires because everybody's walk is a little bit different, and maybe.
And then that, when it backfires, when you don't get what you expected,
Mm-hmm.
it ends up hurting you.
Yes.
It doesn't hurt the individual or anyone else around you. It ends up affecting you.
Mm-hmm.
And I've learned a lot about that too. About the fact that when you hold someone up, like when we were talking, our last video, we were talking about, what was it? When we put people up in high places
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and they fall, it hurts us because we put them there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like anything that you do, I don't know how to explain it, but it always it ends up hurting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
No one else around you.
Yeah.
And I've come to witness it.
Yeah. I think a big thing I've learned is that when you do things, and not everything as a Christian is comfortable or easy or not awkward. There is awkward, uncomfortable times. There is times where you don't know the outcome. You're unsure. It's really just listening to what the Word has told you to do and just trusting in it. But when you do something like that, you can't. And what I've learned is that you can't expect people to always have a Christian reaction or a Christ-like resemblance. Sometimes it does put you in the fire. Sometimes it does. But you got to know that you did it because God told you to, and in the end, He'll take care of you.
And we also have to remember that it's not always them.
Yes.
It's not always, they have their own fights. They have their own struggles, like we all do. And it's not always them.
Yes. So that's been kind of something I think we've been learning a little bit. But it's not all, downer, Debbie Downer type of stuff. God has been really good.
He's been amazing.
These past couple weeks, this past month, I don't know, I feel like there's a little bit of fire around, and a little bit of zeal to want to do God's things, and it's nice to see. It really is.
And I've learned that through all of these storms or hard times or whatever you want to call it, my desire to keep serving God grows and it gets stronger. So it's not all negative. I go through it. I go through all of the things we've talked about and all of our problems, but at the end of it and through it, I grow stronger in my faith with God. And that's always a good thing.
Yes, it is.
That's always a good thing.
So it's been nice.
It has been. It has been wonderful.
I'm
having a good time.
Me too.
We have bad moments, but not bad days.
Yes.
What's it? What was that?
That's one of those TJ Maxx quotes. You got to put that on the wall in the restroom or something.
No, there was a quote that they used to say. It was like a whole storyline, and it was like, "Don't let 3 minutes out of
Oh yeah,
however many minutes are in a day ruin your whole day, basically."
Yeah.
So.
No, yeah, it's been good.
It's been good.
We've been having some good messages, and I think one that helped me a lot was, if you never exercise spiritually, when the fight comes or when the race comes or when the heat comes, you're going to fail. You know, just like you would naturally. You know, if I don't exercise, which I am now, um, but anyways, if you don't exercise naturally, you know, sooner or later it comes back to bite you in the butt. You know, you get diabetes or cholesterols or, you know, heart problems or leg problems and back problems. And it happens because we didn't take care of ourselves. And, you know, when the time came, sooner or later it caught up to us. And spiritually, you know, if we never exercise, if we never really do what God has told us to do, when that fight comes, we're going to lose, you know.
It's like if we never stay ready, we won't ever be ready.
Exactly. If we're always getting ready, we won't ever be ready. Period. And so, yeah, it's been great. It's been good. I don't know. I really don't have a lot to talk about. I do, but I don't.
How much weight have you lost?
18 pounds.
That's a lot.
18 pounds in 6 weeks.
That's a lot.
But there's a lot more to lose. So it's like a tenth of what I want to lose.
Yeah, but we're saying it so that we can keep going.
Oh yeah. No, we want to keep going.
You know.
Yeah. Yes. We want to keep going. Although I miss ice cream and sweets and fast food and
You have your cheat days.
Cokes and
Stop. You do not miss Cokes.
kind of.
No. Remember what happens when you're running?
I don't miss Cokes. So. No, but God really has been good to us.
Yes, He has been great.
You know, He's been kind of shaping the mentality, and I think a lesson that I've taken away from everything, from all the down times and the up times, and something that has really stuck to me for at least the past year or 2 years has been, what is God trying to teach me? You know, because if I really
There's always a lesson.
am trying to serve God, and I'm really trying to do what He's called me to do, and, you know, a hard time comes, you know, I know I'm protected. I know I'm in His hands. So what is He trying to teach me? And if a good time comes, you know, sometimes we just bask in it, and we think we deserve that, but what is He trying to teach me? You know, and it's helped me learn some stuff, because sometimes we don't look at what we're actually going through and trying to see, you know, but a lot of times how love is taught, or peace, or humbleness, or meekness, it's not always, you know, sitting down in a workbook. Sometimes
It's hands-on.
it's lessons that need to change us, and if I will say this, okay, if you ask to learn to be humble,
He will show you.
God will put you in a situation where you're going to have to humble yourself.
Yeah.
And if you don't, He'll keep putting you in that situation over and over again until you learn how to humble yourself. Because you asked to be humble. And it's definitely fun, if nothing else. So, what about you? What's new?
I thought I was just going off of your vibe.
No. You're not going to go off of my vibe to get to heaven, so. Ooh, another TJ Maxx quit.
What's up with me?
Or down, or whatever.
Well, I've asked God to show me how to love. But love when there's no love back. I've had to ask to be blind to the outside world type of thing. Like, I don't want to be, not like that, Chris.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't want to see, I don't want to hear, and sometimes you just get caught right in the middle of it.
You do? I do too. I am always in the middle of it.
But no, I've been asking God to truly love. I know that when we had our situation with the boys, he showed me how to love my brothers and sisters. He showed me how I should have that true and pure love for them.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like sometimes I'm missing out when I can't love those that don't love me back.
Yes.
Because, I mean, if I go to church, I don't think there's a single person there that wouldn't love me back. But, that's just me. But no, I have been asking God to put me, and He has put me in some situations where, oh, believe me, I feel no love, none, and still through it, I wanted to walk away. I wanted to just drop it and go. Like, why am I putting myself through this? But then that's where my faith and my desire to serve God grows. And I don't want to leave this. I don't want to know what my life would be without God and without church.
Mm-hmm.
So we stick through it and we power through. And there's one thing I've always learned is there is a solution for everything except death. So we just got to power through it, trust in God. And yeah, gotta love. Gotta love.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Love. It's nice.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is nice, but I don't know, Chris. I'm still learning.
Oh, it's definitely a lesson that I don't think we'll ever stop learning.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a necessary one.
It is.
You
But
know.
I'm still working. I'm not gonna say that as of I've overcome and I can love everybody freely. But that's what I've been working on. That's what I've been asking God to help me with, and believe me, he's a very hands-on. So we're working through it.
Yes. I think another thing that I've been kind of dealing with is it kind of expectations, but more expecting out of people what I don't want to do myself, or what I won't do myself.
Okay. So
it happens a lot.
Like when you're at a grocery store, right? And the person in front of you is checking out, and they ask them if they want to donate money, and they say no, thank you, and you're like, ooh,
you could have donated.
You could have donated some money.
Yeah.
And then it's your turn to go up.
And you ain't donating no money.
And we ain't donating no money either.
Yeah. Exactly like that.
Yeah, like those. Yeah.
And
I've been in those situations.
that's kind of one I've been not in the middle of, but just looking at, because there's a lot of different ways we can do it without even realizing we're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And a big one I think is, like, we'll put an example out there, okay, just an example. Okay, but like I can go into church.
I'm scared sometimes. Go ahead.
Well, like, okay, I can
go ahead.
I can go into church and I can be like, well, pastor's not doing his job right.
Okay.
But I don't have the mindset or the will or anything to want to be in a leadership position. I can, in my own house, I'm trying to tell the pastor what to do, but my house is falling apart, unruly, Or, we can go in there and say, well, the leaders don't know what they're doing. They should do this or that. And you don't even know the whole story.
Mm-hmm.
The whole story ain't even there. And we're expecting out of people something that we won't do. You know, and I'll take it for myself. You know, sometimes I want people to be around the church or to do things or to, you know, put their lives on the side, you know, and go at it, you know, but how much do I really do that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and how am I, I'm expecting stuff of other people that I'm not even doing,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it's something that I've had to learn that I can't expect from people. You know, I got to do what God has called me to do, and just love. Really, the only job is just
We're
to
gonna
love.
get judged
Yeah,
for me
and-
individually. I have my own ticket.
yes, that's it. Your golden ticket. Golden ticket straight down. But anyways,
You hurt my feelings.
that is all I got for this week. That's it. Only God can judge me.
Stop.
He can. He's the only one.
You forgot to do the.
You gotta do that.
You gotta bring out the finger too.
Yeah. Gotta bust a pepper on him. Only God can judge. No, I gotta be quiet because the neighbors might hear me. Yeah. And they might listen in. So, anyways, I gotta go. We're gonna get loud in this library, so we better log out.
Goodbye.
All right, bye, guys.